Hi everyone, welcome back. We're doing something quite familiar today that we've done before. Now I know we've done a wave pour before, but a couple of differences this time. So if you see my last video, which I'll just link up above now, you'll see I've done a wave pour before, but the paint that I used didn't work exactly right. So we're going to be trying it with our original white, so hopefully it does dry nice and flat and we get no cracks. But yeah, check that other video out just to see where it went wrong. And a completely different size canvas as well. So we've got our 50 by 50. So what we're going to try and do, instead of doing the long wave, we're just going to try and do a nice spiral like that around. So that's the plan. We're going to be using some nice blues, purples, some nice metallics in there as well. So hopefully it should come out quite nice. Like our last one, it did work really well. It was just that white that we used. Like like I say, I'll explain in the other video, but I'm trying to work on a budget and I did get a very cheap paint and it was a big no-no. So it didn't work. So we're going back to our original paint now and it should work very, very well. So let's give this a go. As always, start by gessoing your canvas. I do have a video for that as well. Check that out above. I'll do all this off screen because there is a whole video on that. So check that out just before you start painting if you're following along, because it just gives you that nice flat surface. So check that out. So come back once you've watched that. So we're going to go straight into the painting now and let's see how this one turns out. Right, so we're going to do our wave. We're going to try and get it from here to go around there, like that. All we've done for our paints is mix them with water, nothing else. No pouring medium, no silicone oil, no PVA glue, just water. I would say get it to the consistency where it's just running back in. You're not seeing a trail being left. It is on the thinner side. You'll see as I pour how thin it is. Okay, so if it's going around there, that means this bit's going to be white. Right, so we've just marked out a quick line of where we're going to want our blue paint, and then we're going to flood this now with our white paint. So let's start there. Okay, then with either a spatula, I've just got the end of a brush here, I'm just going to blend this together. Don't worry about it being 100% perfect because we will be blowing this out with a hairdryer, so the paint will spread when we do that as well, but just try to fill in as much of this as you can so it goes nice and smooth. What I like to do just to get it nice and flat, I just like to tilt it over and around a little bit so it all just runs into those gaps. Just be careful you're not tilting it too much one way so that we're losing that nice curve. Then get your blowtorch and just go over. You might not be able to see them on the camera, but there are loads of air bubbles. You can avoid that if you mix your paint even really slowly, but still it's really hard to avoid it. Just get yourself a blowtorch and just very gently go over, just like this, pop those bubbles. If you leave them, you're going to be left with all little pinholes over on your final results and it ruins the piece really. There we go, just get rid of those. Lovely. Okay, so we've got a little bit of white left over. I'm just going to flood a tiny bit around here, but we want some left over for after we've put the colour on as well. Get that defined line. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we've got our little spiral there. Now we're going to flood this now with all of our different colours. I like to start with the darker ones and layer the lighter ones on top. So we're going to start with our deepest blue. Okay, that's our first colour. Now I have mixed this blue with a little bit of our iridescent purple. So hopefully when it dries, you might not be able to see it now, but when it dries, you'll just get that faint sparkly purple going through. That's what we're hoping for. Because the wave will be crashing down here, I'm gonna put some of the lighter colours through here to look like it's foaming up more than it is down this bit. Okay, let's move up to our blue there. We've got almost like we've mixed a few colours to be honest in that one. Mixed a bit of white, a bit of pale blue, silver. We've got a good mixture in there. Which I like to do as well. It's always fun to kind of come up with your own colours and make it a bit unique. We've got a nice green, like an aqua green. This is sparkly as well, so we'll get a nice shimmer with this one once it's dried. Don't worry if you have big splodges like that, because you can go back over with your darker colours. Just break that up a little bit. Sometimes if you want to be more precise as well, just pinch the cup. Just get a bit more precise with it then. Like that. Go in with, I didn't do this on my last one, but a bit of purple just to give a different colour going through there. Just hints of it. I don't want a lot of this purple. Just want to put hints through. Like so, there we go. Right. How many colours we've got left? We've got 3 colours left, so, oops, break the cup. Got a slightly lighter blue here. Finish with our lightest blue. I like to keep the light colours just near the top there. I think a little bit there. Now if you feel you've missed some spaces, just go through with the little bits of paint you have left, just fill them in. Okay, right, so I'm just going to put a little bit more white to fill in this section here. Just a tiny bit. Okay, so that's our main colours down now. We're going to go now with our hairdryer. I'm going to blow this bit a little bit this way, not much, and then this bit up and over Now this bit, we're gonna blow the opposite direction so it looks like it's crashed up, so we get that kind of spray. Also what I wanna do after is just, you can do it with a straw, but I just do it with my mouth, and you can open up some of these bits splashing up, but I'll show you how to do that in a second. Let's just now go in with the hairdryer. Okay, so I like to use this attachment on my hairdryer. You can see it's the thin one there. It just gives that nice airflow to push it out. Make sure, I've done this before, you're not blowing from this angle because your paint will just spread out and it will be an absolute mess. You're gonna wanna go from this angle here and up. So like that, up and around. All right, let's give this a go. We're gonna start down in this area. First thing, I'm just gonna go over again with my blowtorch, get rid of those bubbles. Okay, right, let's start this. We're just going to blow this back in because I want to get that nice shape again. Okay, now we're just going to use our mouth that we said. I'm just going to blow these bits out, get the hair out the way. Okay, so what we're going to want to do after you've blown that out, just go around your edges and make sure they're all covered. You can either pre-paint beforehand the colour, like the main colour that you know is going to drip down the sides. For instance, I would have done that part white and then this part like a dark blue, and it would hide anything just in case you miss them, but I like to just go around with my finger and make sure it's all covered nicely. You can even scrape out the leftovers that you've got and just add them to the edges. Okay, so I'm going to bring you guys in closer to have a little look. We just blew these bits out a bit more to make them slightly more wispy. But I'm so happy I've just done it this, you can see better. I absolutely love this piece. It's gone so well. Now we just got to hope it dries nicely, but you can see we've got some beautiful reactions going on. Lacing through here as well. And that purple just stands out so beautifully. Yeah, happy. So there we go. I, again, absolutely love this piece. It's all about the drying though. That's the bit I'm testing out at the moment, is seeing what paints work best, what consistencies are drying nicely. So I'll keep you updated. I will post on, like I say, my Instagram, and a quick TikTok of this will be out today as well, possibly tomorrow. So of the date that I recorded this, which is the 9th. So that should be up by the time you lot are watching this. Check that one out. Instagram and TikTok are under the same name. It's Paintings by Lauren 2021. I will again link that down below. Have a little look. All the products that I used today as well, the paint, the canvas, everything, I will put a list down below if you want to do it yourself. That's exactly where to get it if you're in the UK. So I hope you have enjoyed this pour. I think it's gone really well. I like it, I'm happy with it. There'll be many more like this in the future if it dries nicely, which it should do. If you have any more questions on this or any other technique, just let me know. I will try to cover it. And anything else you want to see me do or talk about, then let me know down below in the comments. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. Hit that notification bell. I'll post quite frequently, so you don't want to miss out on any new tips and tricks. So I'll see you all in the next video. Happy pour painting. I hope you're all having a lovely day. So I'll see you soon. Bye.